everyone, and welcome to our 14th concert, streaming live from Teachín Ceoil, which is the name of our lovely little house of music here. So, it's Earth Day, it's spring. This concert is made up entirely of tunes with, to my mind, spring-related titles. So there's birds, and there's bees, and there's flowers, and there's trees, and that sort of thing. And I hope you enjoy. I'm going to start off with a set of reels. The first one is called The Bush in Bloom. The second one is The Bird in the Bush. And the third is The Skylark. O'Neill's in going through it. I've been kind of digging through that book quite a bit over the last few months. And there are a surprising number of hornpipes that are kind of springy themed. These two, well, the first one definitely qualifies. The second one I threw in there kind of for my own personal reasons, I suppose. So the first one is called the Merry Gardener. The second one is the Mountaintop. And the Mountaintop isn't very seasonal, obviously, except for that's when I can start hiking high mountains again. So there you go. So the Merry Gardener, and I have my garden going out there now, so tis the season, and the Mountaintop. The first one is called the Green Meadow, and the second one is the Blooming Meadows. So the Green Meadow is another tune I got out of O'Neill's, and Blooming Meadows is one that's just kind of like, it was in my brain somewhere. I think I associate it with pipers more than anything else, but it's a fun tune anyway. A couple of single jigs. are a little bit more commonly played just because they're so quirky. The first one is a version of the Cuckoo's Nest. Apparently there's like 3 or 4 of them, but this is the one that's in my head anyway. And the second tune is the Cuckoo. Of course, you can't have a nest without the cuckoo. So the Cuckoo's Nest and the Cuckoo. So the first one is called the Honeybee, and I don't remember where I ran across this one. But it's very, very similar to other slip jigs and often gets mixed up with them, and so it's dangerous to play in sessions and such, but it is a sweet tune. The second one is called the Whinney Hills of Leitrim, another pretty commonly played slip jig. And then the third one is called Gort, and this is a tune written by Michael Rooney, and it sounds a bit more modern than the other ones, but it's another sweet jig. And Gort is basically the field of turf. So the Honeybee, Whinney Hills of Leitrim, and Gort. Honeybee, Whinney Hills of Leitrim, and Gort. Okay, I'm going to calm things down now a bit and play a slow air. A while back, a few concerts ago actually, I played the hornpipe version of the Blackbird, or several hornpipe versions of it. There's a set dance and then two other hornpipes. And I think it was the concert I did with Patrick Darcy, and he made the comment that there's got to be a song that goes to this tune. And a friend of mine sent me a message shortly after saying, why, yes there is, and here's a great recording of Rosie Gallagher singing it. So I've since learned the air off of her singing. So I'll play the Blackbird air. And the song actually refers to Bonnie Prince Charlie. It's a Jacobite era song about a woman mourning the loss of her blackbird. And it's metaphorically Ireland mourning the loss of, but after the Jacobite rebellion failed and Prince Charles was exiled, that's what the song's really about. But the name is the Blackbird and it sounds a bit birdie, so I'm going to keep it in this spring theme, and I'll follow it up with the set dance, so ties it all in. So here's the Blackbird. It's a whole handful of birds. The first one is the noisy curlew. The second one is the mountain lark. And the third one is the curlew. So a couple of curlews and a morning lark. Pull these out of here. Let's see. mountain lark, who fell off his branch, apparently, to start off, but he got going eventually, and Curlew. All right, I'm going to continue on with some slides, because why not? So the first one is called Behind the Bush in the Garden. The second one is called Get Up Old Woman and Shake Yourself, which I think is such a great name. And then the third tune is called Bees in the Cherry Tree. And yes, all three of these slides have just great names, I think. And rather long ones too, but you know, very descriptive anyway. So Behind the Bush in the Garden, Get Up Old Woman and Shake Yourself, and the Bees in the Cherry Tree. And I need a sip of tea. All right, let's see, how do these go? bush in the garden. Get up, old woman, and shake yourself, and the bees in the cherry tree. Alright, I'm going to play another couple hornpipes now, also out of O'Neill's. This might be my favorite set of tunes in this show. Just maybe. The second tune, well, the first tune is called The Flowers of Spring. The second tune is called The Glories of Spring. And I found The Glories of Spring a few months ago and really liked the tune so much that I was like, okay, well, I have to play that in my spring concert. So here it is. It's been waiting months to come out. And The Flowers of Spring just happens to go with it quite nicely. So again, both of these I got out of O'Neill's in my perusing over the last few months. So hopefully they come out of my fiddle. Now that I've said it's my favorite to play, I would be able to pull it out, huh? of Spring and the Glories of Spring. Both out of O'Neill's. There's some great stuff in there. All right, what do I have next? Oh, a couple of jigs. Okay, so this first tune is called The Thrush's Nest, and I don't think I will ever play it in a session, because if I ever do, people will get very confused, because the first part of this tune is almost identical to the second parts of several other tunes, like the entire family of Lark tunes, Lark jigs, that second part that exists in all of them. That's the first part of this tune, minus a couple of notes. But the second part is entirely different. But it's a sweet tune, but it sounds upside down just because that part is so similar to the second part of other tunes. So that's The Thrush's Nest. The second tune is a Michael Dwyer tune called Bluebells Are Blooming. So it's a sweet tune, and I just came across it, and I don't know, I hope I have it straight in my head. But it's a sweet tune. But here we go, The Thrush's Nest, also out of O'Neill's, by the way, and Bluebells Are Blooming. Let's see here. was the thrush's nest, and bluebells are blooming. A couple of digs. Oh, I get to get a little bit quirky now. So the next set I have down here is a couple of tunes that I think they might have an older history, but they got played or adapted. I think they are played more often on the east coast of the States, and they kind of adopted a very distinctive style that is reminiscent of, you know, old vaudeville and that sort of thing. And apparently they're played in Donegal as well, and I don't know where the adaptation happened, but it definitely has that kind of that quirky sound that is associated with that, you know, late 1800s or early 1800s or early 1900s era, the years in there. So it's very, very sprightly and quirky. And they're sometimes called barn dances, sometimes called polkas, and they're not quite really one or the other as far as I can tell. But they are still played often enough on the east coast of the States here, in sessions and such. But I have not heard them over in Ireland. Purely coincidence, that could be entirely coincidental. But they're called the Happy Birdie and the Bluebell. And Jesse Smith recorded them together along with Harry Bradley quite a few years ago. And he played a two-part version of the Bluebell. I think I'm going to attempt the four-part version. The first and third parts are the same, but we'll see what happens. So here we go. The Happy Birdie and the Bluebell, which by the way, just before they recorded this, I think Jesse Smith did a very good impression of some very, very East Coast accent, calling it the Happy Boydie and Bluebell or something like that. It's very, very amusing to hear. Anyway, here we go. very much for joining me. I have one more set for you. This last set of reels is another batch of birds. The first one is the Leitrim thrush. The second one is robin redbreast. And the third one is the chattering magpie. And hope you all go on to enjoy your night and enjoy spring and enjoy